Sous le ciel bleu, vole ton silence.
Hello Aquarius, welcome back to TreeHouse Tarot. My name is Jennifer and today I will be giving you a full moon review. This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs, and this will review the progress you've made in some aspect of your life over the entire last lunar year. We'll focus in more in detail on what occurred for you during the lunar month in August, and then we'll take a peek at what you can expect to receive as a harvest in this current lunar cycle that we just began a few days ago. This is a general reading, guys, so please just take what resonates and leave all the rest behind. If you want to get one of these just for you, it's a ton of information, it's a real good time, and if you get a personal one, it's going to be really specific just for you, and it's only $5. Yes, 5. Period. Dollars. Yes. Why? Because I want everyone in the world to get one. The end. All right, let's get this party started. Oh, I need to say the prayer for Aquarius. Whew. Thank you, God. Thank you, spirits. Thank you, angels. Thank you, wisdom. Thank you, harmony. Thank you, truth. Thank you, justice. Thank you, love. All right, we're all activated. First thing I want to do, Aquarius, I want to pull for you a card here. This is the Soulful Woman Guidance Deck. It's a big recommendation from me. Linked below in the description box, as well as where you can get the $5 reads. Anger as my sacred ally, Aquarius. I listen to the messages within my anger and use it as a positive force for good. I listen to the messages within my anger and use it as a powerful force for good. Tell a friend, okay? Because it's that time, right? Spend that time. The things that make you angry, Aquarius, are enraging things, okay? You've been hearing the consistent message within the anger. The details of the anger may be different. There is a consistent message. That message, Aquarius, will be used for you as a positive force for good. I highly recommend that Soulful Woman deck. It does not miss a thing. It gives great descriptions. Here's your moon card. I'm going to save this till the end. You can check it out if you want to right now by skipping to the end of the last video for this reading and seeing what it is. If not, just stick around, we'll get to it at the end. It's some good advice for you, Aquarius. I think you probably already know it, but it's nice to hear it again, right? I want to return to this real quick. I'm not doing this for every sign, but this is a beautiful, beautiful message. The message within your anger, Aquarius, is a positive force for good, okay? If you believe, okay? Find the good inside there. That's how you can use your anger to heal you and everyone you know. You transmute the anger, you alchemize it into something good, and then you hand it off to the next person and you teach them your process, right? Okay. For this full moon review read, guys, I'm going to lay out 12 months in cards here using the Starman Tarot. It's going to take me a few minutes in real life, so I will speed up the camera now and I'll meet you right back here when I'm done. All right, Aquarius, I've got your last 12 months laid out here. I see that in the beginning of 2020, you were doing really good financially. It looks like the spring skidded you around a little bit, just like everyone on Earth, right? And then it looks like you may have been seeing the resolution of some issues just in the last few months. I'm going to go ahead and lay out your August, basically, your previous lunar month. And while I do that, I will read out the details of last year. So you start back in September of 2019 in a very powerful freshly powerful position. September of last year had you choosing between two worlds. Both of them were ones that you wanted to be a part of. You had been analyzing choices, you had been deciding what you were capable of in the months leading up to September last year, and you went ahead and chose between two things. And in October, you landed in Four of Cups reversed energy. Now, if this were leaving, if you were choosing between two different career paths, for instance, you may have had to carry both through October, and one of them would have been dragging you down. Same thing with a relationship. If you were trying to choose between two people, making the choice and then resolving that choice into actual day-to-day life takes a while. You can. So you may have had to carry on a relationship that was not very fulfilling, that felt like it was not ever going to be as sweet as it used to be, but in that energy you did pick up something new. And indeed, with the Six of Cups reversed, it was something brand new to you. So this is a brand new relationship in last November. This is a brand new job last November. This was something brand new entered your life. You loved it. You had a strong resonance with it. You really enjoyed it. It made the other thing or the last thing look bad, uncomfortable, awkward. This new thing was doing much better for you, Aquarius, in November of last year. In December last year, you're coming up here with the Queen of Swords, and so this is a feminine, logical energy. She cares about the truth. She doesn't care about how you feel. If how you feel is made bad because of the truth, then she'll let you feel bad. She will let you feel bad all day. You may have had to deal with someone that you were transitioning away from during December, Aquarius. You may have had to be up around some pretty opinionated family members. You could have been getting really good advice from them. You could have been getting some truth that you didn't want to hear, let's say. I think that you, if not those things, I think that you embody this energy of keeping truth, keeping logic ahead of emotion, keeping your wisdom, you know, as the king of the air signs, right? Keeping your wisdom in your brain where it belongs, right? Not using your emotions so much in December. As January hit, you got busy. 8 of Coins in January, okay, dedicating yourself to your craft, dedicating yourself to your abundance, working hard, and in February, 10 of Coins, big abundance, right? That's a nice turnaround. If you started something new in January, you started getting big money from it in February. If you worked your ass off doing something in January, you made good money on it in February. Beautiful energy. Aquarius with money in their pocket is a happy, you know what. But as you hit March and as things started to crunch, right? King of Pentacles reversed. This is a feeling that your long-term plan has some kind of weakness in it. There's some kind of corruption. If you are lined up with a masculine energy for your long-term sustainability planning, either a husband, a father, a partner, a business partner, a financial planner, an accountant, anyone, there is something that comes to you in March that lets you know this is not going to make it. If this big money was big in February, in March you started to see that it was not going to be big. Okay, there was some kind of weakness there. It might have been a temporary thing. It may have been a one-off. It may have been lucky. You may have just narrowly escaped that, right? Reverse 10 of Coins. You may have just narrowly escaped that in February. So in March, possibly this opportunity dried up with the state of the world in March, and you started to reanalyze, Aquarius, your actual long-term, your actual happily ever after, as far as what you've accumulated, the kind of structures you've built in your life. As you move into April, you have the High Priestess energy. Beautiful, beautiful. Spending some alone time. Everybody was. Leaning towards the self-care, leaning towards the introspection, leaning towards the listening and the looking and the watching and the observing, but not so much the speaking, not so much letting on what you know here, right? In April, Aquarius, you may have had the ability to just keep a lot to yourself and let things play out. Okay, it's way easier to let a lot of things on the chain of command happen before you enter, because you have a lot more information if you can wait it out, right? As May hit, we have the Chariot reversed here. You may have had to do a legal separation from a commitment. In May, if you needed to make a change in your career or in your love life, you may have needed to cut some ties. You totally stopped something you were doing. You stopped it in May. It may have come with its fair share of fights and arguments. This card can mean anything from tension in the air to a riot, to litigation. You may have been involved in some litigation in May. If that money-making opportunity in February was not 100% legit, you found out in March, it may have wound you up having to deal with legal things in May. You may have just needed to reorganize, and so now you need to get involved with a new lawyer, a new accountant, a new planner, whatever it is. As you hit the corner here in June, Four of Swords reversed, Aquarius, it looks like you did get some kind of change going in June, and you had learned your lesson at this point. Four of Swords reversed is when you've gotten the change after a struggle. You now have some sort of intellectual authority, right? That shit will never confuse you again. You'll never fall for that shit again. If that was in a relationship, you'll never be that person again. If that was in a job, you'll never believe a person who acts like that again. Like, you know now. Okay, this is beautiful. Because in June, a lot of things were on a steady limbo here in the United States. And so for you to be able to get some kind of clarity, this is, again, an intellectual authority. You are able to now add this wisdom that you've gained into your conventional wisdom. So you're able to apply it now every time. So if you believed you were in a faithful relationship, it turns out you weren't, even though it was abundant, you found out there was corruption involved in that relationship, you will never be confused or waylaid by those same things again. And it's the same thing with a job. If you busted your ass in January, did make good money in February, but only for 1 month, and really you thought it would be for a year or more, you will not do that again, because now you have a conventional wisdom, you will apply it. That's the difference. Conventional wisdom is applied wisdom. It has something to do here, I think, with a masculine energy that is a little bit dull, a little bit unreflective. He can be a hard worker. He can work hard at what he wants to work hard at. Other things, not so much.